From the Collat School of Business on the campus of UAB in downtown Birmingham, it's Alabama Upstarts. Alabama Upstarts. Entrepreneurs, inventors, and startups, this is your chance to meet face-to-face with a real venture capitalist. Today's venture capital judges are past president of the Alabama Association of Realtors, investor, entrepreneur, Gina Grant. Former mayor of Dothan, Mercedes auto dealer, businessman, and one of the leading supporters of emerging entrepreneurs in Alabama, Mike Schmitz. Alabama Upstarts is sponsored by Mid-South Bank, the friendliest and most helpful bank in town. Here's our host, Joy Morris.
Welcome to Alabama Upstart, the University Challenge. We have a great show ahead of us today, and I'm your host, Joy Morris. Now, Birmingham Southern School is the college of where these contestants are from, and these entrepreneurs are ready to show you some good stuff today. So, with that said, they can't win without a vote from you. So make sure you look for the QR code on your screen after each contestant. Now, coming up, Courtney Wild has some beautiful, beautiful jewelry that you will be excited to see. So let's see what she's got in store for us.
Hi, my name is Courtney Wild. I'm a junior at Birmingham Southern College, majoring in business administration with a concentration in marketing, along with a minor in art. I'm originally from Collierville, Tennessee, and my hobbies include photography, jewelry making, working out, drawing, hiking, gardening, and scuba diving. On campus, I'm involved in several things, including being a freshman RA, the president of the Stump Entrepreneurship Program, the PR director for Quest 2, which is BSC's student programming board, the marketing director for my sorority, and a photographer for the athletics department. As a young girl, the idea of having a career in business seemed very intimidating, but little did I know I was displaying a side of business at the time, which was entrepreneurship. Whether it was selling hand-picked blueberries to my neighbors, making pad and pencil organizers to sell at garage sales, or growing succulents from plant cuttings and making cement pots to sell to friends, I was always busy with some sort of project. During my 8th grade year of middle school, I developed a passion for jewelry making out of pure boredom. It all began with Pinterest, where I discovered a pin about a DIY necklace made out of hardware washers. I ended up tweaking the design by painting the hardware washers and connecting all of them into various shaped pendants. A couple months later, in June 2015, I opened up my Etsy shop, Wild Collections. At the time, I had less than 10 items, but now, having been open for a little over 6 years, I have expanded my collections. With my love for entrepreneurship, I have been given the opportunity to attend Tennessee Governor's School for Innovation and Entrepreneurship, along with the UAB Anvil 2020 Student Startup Bootcamp. I absolutely love entrepreneurship, and I'm very excited to share my business with everyone else.
We'll be right back with more Alabama Upstarts. Welcome back to more Alabama Upstarts.
Hi, my name is Courtney Wild, and I'm the founder of Wild Collections. Wild Collections offers jewelry, both necklaces and bracelets, that are all handmade by myself. Several women struggle to find stylish and affordable jewelry for different occasions, whether it be for everyday wear or a special night out, which is why they come to Wild Collections to find their perfect piece. I began making jewelry for myself and then opened Wild Collections a little over 6 years ago in June of 2015 so I could share my pieces with other women and help solve this problem. Wild Collections sells products on Etsy and occasionally at local craft shows. There are a wide variety of styles and a range of prices, with 3 collections available: pearl and leather, tassel necklaces, and the 14-karat gold-filled collection. The pearl and leather collection is all made with freshwater pearls and genuine leather cord. There are bracelets along with short, long, and lariat style necklaces. This is the most popular collection, and prices range from $8 all the way to $50. The second collection consists of leather tassel necklaces that are all hand cut and handmade by myself. Each of these are uniquely designed and made with genuine leather that I pick out at Trilogy Leather in Homewood, Alabama. Most of these are made with glass beads and natural gemstones, and prices range from $20 to $50. The final collection consists of 14 karat gold filled wire. These are the classic pieces that are bracelets along with short, long, and lariat style necklaces. Most of these are made with glass beads and also natural gemstones. These range in price from $50 up to $135. The typical Wild Collections customer is a middle-class female aged 20 to 50 years old who is looking to purchase for herself or for a gift. I market to my customers on Instagram and Facebook along with purchasing ads on Etsy. I also hand out business cards and stickers with the Wild Collections logo on it. Wild Collections competition includes other small jewelry businesses that sell their products on Etsy, including Wen Pearls and Lolly, because they offer similar styles at similar prices. With a wide variety of styles and a range of prices, who wouldn't want to purchase a piece of Wild Collections jewelry that they can wear for many years and look fantastic in? Thank you.
Well, that's great. This is
Awesome.
yours.
Yes, obviously I love jewelry, and what you have is beautiful. There's a couple of questions I have for you though. How much time does it take you? So if I go on Etsy or something and I want to order, what is the time from when I place my order and for you to make it and it deliver?
So typically I ship orders within 1 to 2 business days.
Oh, wow.
And once they are shipped, it takes 3 to 5 business days to get to you.
Okay. So you gave us the prices of the necklaces and kind of the range of those. What kind of profit does that leave you? How much does it cost for you to make one? Just give me maybe one of your, let's say $50 or $60 necklaces. What do you end up making on that?
Yes, so the 14 karat gold filled collection I make more profit on. Usually it costs me about $30 or so to make a shorter necklace, but I charge $50 for those.
Okay.
Does that include your time or just cost?
It includes everything.
So you're a one-stop shop. You do it all, right?
Yes,
All
I
right.
hand make everything myself.
So if someone invests $2,500, how do they get their money back?
Over time, as I make a profit, they will be distributed that money.
Okay.
You said $2,500 for 5% of
Yes.
the company, right? Okay. I just want to make sure I understood. Well, I think your jewelry is beautiful. I wish you the best of luck. I hope you do consider looking into a website and expanding, and then also, you know, the only way you're going to be able to do that though is to have other employees and to be able to get things out in a timely manner. Because I know when I order things, I don't have a lot of patience. So the fact that you can get something out in 1 to 2 days, even a week, to me is great timing. So kudos for that. But I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you so much.
I also think you need to count your time as part of your cost, and how much is that. So you need to look into that and whether it's going to be worth it, and are you charging the right prices and stuff. But it's beautiful and great presentation. Good job.
And Mike is right. Time is valuable. So he is right about that.
Whoa, thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Good job.
Thank you.
That was a really great pitch, and I have to say, coming from a girl who loves some jewelry, I love the idea. So how'd you get started with that?
So this hobby of mine started out of pure boredom. During 8th grade, I went on Pinterest and found a pin about a do-it-yourself necklace made out of hardware washers. I immediately made that necklace and loved every bit of it. Pieces started to pile up, and then I eventually made my Etsy shop, Wild Collections.
That is amazing. And you know, he was asking about your getting paid for your time. Have you factored all that in?
Yes, so the cheaper pieces like the single pearl and leather necklace are only priced at $10. Those take about 1 to 2 minutes to make, and then the 14 karat gold filled necklaces take about an hour maybe at least, and those are priced $55 and higher.
I bet it took you longer though, didn't it, in the beginning?
Yes, it
Like a really
did,
long
when I
time?
wasn't as experienced, but now over time
Yeah.
I've narrowed it down and everything.
So how many of your friends and family like Are they really wanting you to make them a lot?
Yes, they do. One of my best friends models for me for my marketing.
Oh, that's really good.
A lot of my friends purchase my stuff for gifts as friends.
Yeah. And so, for instance, if do you have it in sets and everything where you sell it in like a lot of different sets for Christmas?
So usually for Christmas, a lot of people will buy a necklace and a bracelet to go along with them.
Oh yeah, I love the idea. I think it is fabulous.
Thank you.
I wish you a lot of luck. All right, we will be back in just a moment, so stay tuned and don't forget, scan the QR code for your favorite candidate.
We'll be right back with more contestants on Alabama Upstarts. Here's our host, Joy Morris.
Welcome to the University Challenge. We have our next contestant, and that's Mahomar Art. And Jorge has got some really good art for you to see. So let's take a look at what is involved in his art.
Hey everyone, my name is Jorge Mahomar. I'm an international student from Honduras. One of the many questions people ask me whenever they meet me is, Jorge, how on earth did you end up at Birmingham, Alabama, out of all places? And at first, it's kind of a weird question to ask. I don't really know how to answer that. I don't remember exactly the date and time or like how specifically I found Birmingham Southern, but I'm so glad I did. BSC has granted me a lot of opportunities these past 3 years, and I've had an amazing time since coming to America. I am a business major, art minor. I'm currently on my senior year last year, and diving a little bit more into the art minor, I'll come back to the business a bit later, but I have had a bunch of hobbies ever since I was little. I've been into music, sports, I lately got into photography, but the main one has always been art. Ever since I was a little kid, maybe like 5 or 6, I started drawing, and I loved it. I've done acrylic paint, like acrylic painting, oil painting, watercolor, charcoal, you name it. But recently, like around 3 years ago, I got into digital art and graphic designing. And as you can see behind me, I have my wall is covered full of my prints. I've done these for the past like 2.5 years. You may recognize some faces, you may not. My logo's right there. And yeah, I started doing this and people started asking a bunch of questions. They were like, oh, how do you do these? They look so cool. Would you mind doing one for for me, and et cetera, et cetera. And whenever these questions started to come around, I was like, okay, there might be something going on here. So, you know, my dad has always been my inspiration. He's always been a very dedicated man, a man with entrepreneurship vision if I've ever seen it. And so that kind of came to me, and I was like, you know, this might be a good idea. I just started surveying, you know, figuring how things would work out. And so this is my proposed business idea. I hope y'all enjoy it. This has been a little bit about myself, and yeah, thank you. Appreciate you.
Hello, good afternoon, judges. My name is Jorge Mahomar. I'm an international student from Honduras, and I'm here to be probably your most out-of-the-box creative contestant today. I was born in Honduras. I came here for college at Birmingham Southern, and ever since I was a little kid, I started drawing. Ever since I was 5 or 6, I was doing, you know, little snails and butterflies and stuff. And then I picked up acrylic, oil, watercolor, you name it. Until 2 to 3 years ago, I started picking up graphic designing, kind of a bit of like digital art stuff. I picked up an old iPad and I was like, okay, let me start this. So I was doing portraits of my family, friends, and they were saying, Jorge, this is some good art. And I was like, okay, thank you. I like your style. I like how unique it is. And I was like, okay, let me figure this out. Ever since I came to Birmingham, I realized this city is missing a bit of spice. You know, it's missing some contemporary art. I was telling Mr. Kumar that the city almost has like a gray filter on it. It's missing that bit of color. Due to my visa regulations, I cannot like practice any business here, but I've done it back home. The first 2 months of my business last summer, I sold just under probably like 50 drawings, and it was very successful. People were like talking about it. I've organically grown my Instagram to like a bit under like 1,000 followers. It's been an amazing experience so far. What I'm asking from you judges is $2,500 to get some new equipment. My iPad has been long gone for a while. It's very old. I'd like a stylus because I'm currently working with my finger. And yeah, honestly, what I want is to bring a little bit of more contemporary art and spice to everyone's life here in Birmingham.
Okay.
So you grew up in Honduras?
Yes.
How long have you been in Alabama?
This is my senior year, so 3 years.
3 years.
Yeah.
So you started art at what age? When did you start doing this, and what created that?
I started around 5 or 6, kindergarten.
Right.
My teachers were showing my parents my drawings. They were like, this kid is very good at this. And my parents were like, perfect, yeah, we're gonna try to develop that a bit more. And so my entire childhood, teenage years, I started, doing all types of art. But I just got into digital art around 3 years ago, kind of whenever I started college.
Okay, well, Honduras is a beautiful country.
It is.
But welcome to Alabama.
Thank
Glad
you, sir.
you're here.
Appreciate it.
So the business aspect of it, how does that work? How do we make some money?
Yeah, so it's more based on like commission type stuff. So the way that I've been doing it and the way that I did it over the summer, it was more of like a commission basis. So people would DM me over Instagram and they'd be like, hey, I really want a picture of this. They would send me the picture and I would work on it, get paid, and then I give them the digital file. But I've heard a lot of interest whenever I was doing surveying around doing prints. That is also why I want a bit of capital to start doing like 18 by 24 posters, because people were interested in doing like framing their posters and putting them in their apartment or their studios and stuff like that.
Okay.
Well, your art is very unique, without a doubt. I like your pieces. I do think that they would bring a little color around. So tell me one more time about the visa part of it and being able to make some money.
Yeah. So currently, as an international student, I'm not.
Okay.
Visa regulations don't allow me to have a business while I'm in the United States.
Okay.
So the only time that I'm able to do it is when I'm back home over the break, so like over Christmas or the summer.
Okay.
So did we talk about price and what you charge and how that works?
What I've been pricing and what I did back home was 500 lempiras, which is currently converts to just a bit under 20
what?
Lempiras.
Lempiras.
Yeah. Which currently converts to around just a bit under 20 US dollars. And that is what I've been pricing my art so far. Yeah.
So they send you a portrait.
Mm-hmm.
What's the next step? How you said you're using your finger?
Yeah.
To do
so
what?
I normally
thank you.
yeah, I normally have my computer and then my iPad with me, and so I keep the photo in the computer while I'm doing.
So you make the drawings on the iPad, and it's a digital drawing. I guess I didn't quite get that. I do now, though. That's good. That's good. So have you made any money?
I have, yeah. Over the summer, whenever I worked, I think I got like a bit over 500 US dollars when I started doing commissions and stuff.
So how long does it take you if I gave you a portrait of myself and wanted you to do it for me? How long would it take from start to get it back to me?
Oh, well, the whole process of drawing probably takes around 3 to 4 hours, and then just as soon as I got it, I would normally start it, like as soon as they send me the picture, I'd start it, probably have it to them by the next day.
Now, is that any type of portrait, or I mean, like one of like this one here? Is there a way to? Does it take longer to do something like that?
Yeah, mostly like if it's like 2 people or two or more people, like if you want like a family portrait or like a portrait of you and your daughter or you and your son per se. Yeah, it would take a bit longer, but it shouldn't take like more than 2 or 3 days for you to get the drawing.
Okay, that's great.
So it takes you 2 hours, and you charge $20?
It takes me 3 to 4 hours, and I charge $20. Yeah.
Wow.
You need to charge more.
We need to talk about.
Yeah, absolutely.
See,
You're probably worth
Yes.
a whole lot more than that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just.
Your time is valuable,
Thank you.
and you should charge accordingly.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But like as an artist, you really like whenever you like your first start, and you really want to first get your name out there, and then maybe as demand goes up, price also does.
This is unique
Yeah.
and authentic. It's really, I think it's a great idea.
I do too.
But you got to make money.
Yeah.
So, and I realize
Yeah.
when you first start, it's tough. But great presentation.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate what you did.
Thank you.
Absolutely, me too.
Thank you. I appreciate you both.
So I love your presentation and your art. Oh my gosh, that is amazing. And you're right, we need color in Birmingham. So I do have one question for you though. When you go back to Honduras and you're selling these and you're shipping these, is the shipping gonna eat you alive?
It depends on what I want to do for the future. If I have the opportunity to stay in the United States, it would be a great opportunity to start doing actual prints. At the moment, I'm just doing the digital copy, so it is easier to do whenever I'm back home.
Wow, and you know what's funny to me is you said you were using your finger. I could only imagine if you had a stylus, what you would do.
Possibilities are endless. You know?
Have you thought about Instagram?
Yeah, I currently have an Instagram. It's at @MyHomerArt for anyone.
Okay, do you do videos?
I've been trying to work on kind of process videos a lot more and kind of tap into a bit more of other social media to see how that works.
Yeah, I mean, that's an amazing way to get it out there. I've seen that on Instagram and on Pinterest, so I mean, it's amazing.
Thank you so
But
much.
I agree with the judges, you need to charge more. Yeah.
I'll look into that. Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, make sure you scan the code, the QR code that's going to be on your screen if you like Jorge and you want to vote for him.
Alabama Upstarts, providing a runway and launch pad for Alabama's entrepreneurs. Today's $1,000 winner, compliments of Mercedes-Benz of Dothan and Mike Schmitz. You could be the next winner with your business idea. Apply at alabama-upstarts.com.